So my life has changed a lot over the last year. It hasn't been overnight by any means, but it's definitely been, progressing to a better place than where I was. At the beginning of last year, I was going through some really hard times in my life, and I started turning to things of this world to fix it for me because I thought that at least those things could numb the pain that I was going through or cover up some of the problems that I was facing. But at the end of the day, I never really felt like anything changed or that anything was better for me. But I lived in the sorority house, and there was this one girl, and she was just always so happy, and it pissed me off so bad because I didn't understand why she was so happy. So I would find myself crawling into her bed on Saturday nights, just crying and trying to get her to explain to me why she was so happy and what she was doing so different from what I was doing. So she started to tell me her testimony and how she had a real relationship with God. And I guess I didn't really understand it at first because I thought that I had a relationship with God because I've been raised in a Christian home my whole life, but I'd never have truly had like a real relationship with God. So I started going with her to Campus Crusades for Christ on Thursdays, and it didn't really, at first I didn't really change anything in my life. I just kind of kept going with the same lifestyle, and then somehow she convinced me over Christmas break to go to a conference with her. So I went to this conference, and within the first day, like, my whole life was flipped upside down as the first speaker was just talking about how our lives are just meant to serve God, and I realized that that's not what I was doing with my life at all, and that I was just wasting each day doing things for myself and being selfish like always. So it really changed a lot in my life, and I decided at that conference that I wanted a real relationship with God and that I was going to change my life and be that happy person that I wanted to be. So like I said, it didn't happen overnight. My life wasn't miraculously changed and all my sins went away. I still felt a lot, and I can't say by any means that I'm perfect today, but the things that were really hard for me have gotten easier, and they're slowly fading away to things that I don't really feel like I need as much anymore by any means. So instead of turning to those things, now when I have problems and I'm upset, I find hope in God and, talking to Him or having friendships with the people that do lift me up and are Christians and care about me and give me good advice to handle it instead of turning to other things to try and just cover up the pain. They try and help me actually fix my problems. So now in my life, I'm facing some really big decisions that are coming up, such as what to do with my life when I graduate, and somehow I'm really not scared anymore. I just have hope and faith that God has a plan for me and that He's going to take me wherever it is that He wants me to go, even if it may not be exactly where I want to go. But I just, I've been able to put so many things on Him and trust in a higher being that is smarter and stronger than I could ever imagine being. So that's just a little bit about my story, and hopefully this can help other people to put their faith in something bigger than themselves, because I swear it'll make you a lot happier.